Hey guys, so we're back, doing another chit-chatty kind of video. Can't really think of anything to do. I have a couple of things coming up, and I started some projects, but none of them are really, I can't really videotape them, so, I mean, I'll run down a couple of these projects, and then I'll tell you about my little event coming up. So I brag about this apple tree all the time. That's in the next town over from mine. So instead of stealing their apples every time I walk past, I took one, and I'm trying to germinate the seeds. So that's a project I'm doing. It's not incredibly difficult, at least I don't think so. I do know certain breeds of apples and some of the genetically altered ones in supermarkets can be made sterile. I don't think that's the case, but I'm no expert when it comes to fruit trees, so we'll kind of see how that works out. It's one of those things I can't really videotape it. I mean, I could do like germinating the seeds, planting the seeds, the sprouts, so on and so forth, and have a time-lapse video of over the course of months and months, but I won't. I'll either lose the footage or I'll forget, or something will get corrupted and it'll just screw the whole thing up. So it's not really worth it to me to try to make that happen. Plus there's other people that do a much better job. I don't have enough experience to really teach anybody, I don't really have enough experience in anything to really teach anybody, but there's some things I'm more confident in than others. Planting things and growing stuff and farming, I've always been good at, but I don't know the exact science. I don't know everything there is to know about it. So I'm just kind of just a side project, cross my fingers, hoping it happens. The next thing is that stupid giant piece of rock circle thing that I want for my cactus plant that I mentioned, I may have shown in a video. Aw, are you dead? I think he's dead. Freshly dead too. He isn't rigor mortified yet. It's a mole. A baby one at the looks of it. Really smaller. Yeah, he's still a little squishy, so rigor mortis didn't set in yet, so it probably happened this morning. There's a deer. I don't know if you guys can see it. Should be about dead center. And there's another one over there. They must have been chilling here. But must have scared them. You can see the white there. See he's moving. Pretty big one. It's kind of sad about the mole, but it is what it is. So, before any more further distractions, the Halloween project's a go. I'm getting into that, or the stone thing. Let's talk about the stone thing. That thing probably weighs 40 freaking pounds, man. I carried it for over a mile, like the whole trail length, and I stashed it right in the edge of the woods before I got into the actual town. And then I figured I had a game plan that I'd come back over, I'd walk over from the other way, grab it, and catch the bus back to make my life a lot easier. But then I remembered the buses don't go to that section of town after like 4 or 5. So I'd have to do it earlier in the morning or earlier in the day. And I can rarely commit myself to something earlier in the day because I never have the motivation until the sun starts going down. The Halloween project, it's pretty much set. My event coming up is I made a doctor's appointment. I wanted to get a physical, blood work, get everything to make sure I ain't dying, or if I am dying, to at least know what I'm dying from. There's no huge problem, per se. A couple of little things that I have concerns about, but there's no, there's nothing that's like super debilitating. I think debilitating is the word I'm looking for. I don't have any kind of illness or injury that's debilitating, but I have a couple small issues that I'm slightly concerned with, so I'm gonna get them checked out. And I'm gonna get my physical to see about re-getting my driver's permit, maybe. I don't know. That whole thing just irritated me. You guys, if any of you watched the last video, you might understand my point of view, but it is what it is. I don't really give a crap anymore. So whatever happens, happens. I hope the powers that make life a reality and alter and manipulate things, God, I hope they get what's coming to them. I mean, you have no idea, but I take some responsibility for messing up my life, but I didn't do anything too far outside of what I would perceive as the realm of growing up. You know, doing stupid stuff with your friends, or even alone for that fact. I don't think I did anything so far out, so far out of the line I don't know. I always kind of thought it's just like a wrong place, wrong time, wrong people. I don't know. I'm not getting into that because I can freak out about that for a couple of hours and it really doesn't make any difference. So the Halloween project, the doctor's appointment, the doctor's appointment's in a week, but my grandmother's doctor's appointment is also in a week. So I initially thought they were on the same day, but then when I looked at it, I think mine's a day before hers. So I'll go to my doctor's appointment, find out if I'm dying, then come back, and then the next day I'll probably do the Halloween video, because I'll have the house to myself, and that'll be that. And if that doesn't work out correctly, I think I'm just gonna do it, and whatever happens, happens, because, well, I want to kind of keep I'm tired of just walking around talking, you know. It's nice. I love walking. I'm gonna walk with or without the camera. But I mean, there's so many other things I can do. So much more knowledge that I have. I just don't know how to present it. So, just figure I'm gonna do what I can when I can for as long as I can. I think I pretty much got everything for the project. I mean, my grandmother has this here psycho hoarder thing where she keeps like every freaking container that comes through the house. So like, you know, like those stupid little pudding cups? Yeah, she like washes those and keeps them. And usually I'm like, that's stupid, but it's actually going to come in handy because I'm going to probably use them for the project. And I might actually use them as flower or plant pots of some sort. So, it's not completely horrible, but, I mean, letting stuff sit around hoping there's a purpose for it just seems like a bad idea. That's how you get on that hoarding show where they're finding dead cats under a pile of 3 years of newspapers. Or something like that. Or one of those episodes where the dude's like, oh, my son went missing, and they clean out his house, they find his dead body, like, decaying 4 years old, in the closet, buried underneath a bunch of, like, old VHS tapes that you saved from the war. I don't know, I'm just rambling, saying stupid stuff. I think that pretty much covers it. I was going to determine if I was going to make a full-length video, or use this as a prelude or a conclusion to a video, but I think I'm just going to do a full-length video. Might as well keep BSing for a while. I don't have like a... I don't have very many concrete plans. And quite a few of the things that I'm planning on doing, can't really videotape. I mean, I'm going to carry this, I might carry this giant rock another 3/4 of a mile just to see if I can. Like I said, a little weight training ain't going to hurt me. But it is a little heavier than I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you that. As long as my backpack can handle it, it's fine. Then I'm going to dig a hole around my cactus and bury that thing probably 3 inches. And then I'm going to string up the cactus. And that's not really going to be... That's not going to be, like, super fun to watch. I already cut the apple apart and have the seeds placed in a bag with paper towel and a little bit of water. So they'll sprout in about 2 or 3 weeks, from what I'm told. So, there's not much to videotape there. I still can't videotape playing on my laptop because the game, like my computer would have a fit if I tried to run the camera, so, and play. Well, it just wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible to run the camera and play because it'd be so jittery. It wouldn't be entertaining for you or me. I think I broke the laptop. Not intentionally, of course, but I went to close the lid, close the top, close the screen, put it in sleep mode, whatever you call it, I don't care. I think the pin, it's in the hinge. I think it gave. I'm not entirely sure, and it's not that big of a deal. As long as the wire connections are fine, I could probably repair that. But I am strongly considering trying to figure out a way to get a computer without me spending my entirety of my savings. So, I think we're going to take 5. I'm going to drink a little bit. Might eat some of my snacks. I only brought 1 bottle of water, but I brought like 2 energy bars and a pear because I'm out of apples, which is kind of sad because, like, I don't know, the pears kind of suck. Yeah, somebody did some new graffiti. Warm, huh? That's getting your message out there, guys. In the spot that probably only I go. You're right, the word warm. That makes sense. Actually, I graffitied out here too. So it's the mushroom and the eyeball's mine. That's somebody else's. I don't really I don't know who did it. Like, nobody seems to ever be here when I'm here. So, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Hang on, I'm trying to set up the camera stand. There we go. Probably can't hear me. Stupid wind and bad camera audio. But I think I overdressed a bit. Like, I've been kind of itching to wear this, not the t-shirt, the t-shirt's garbage, but I kind of been sporting the style of like an open button-up and jeans the last couple of winters. I kind of dig it. I don't know if I particularly look good, but I kind of like it. I mean, it's function and fashion, I think. It's not like it's plaid. Actually, I got 3 of these button-up shirts. The other 2 are much higher quality, like they're really nice. But I kind of favor this one because it's a little bit lighter. Like the other ones look like they could, you know, they could take some damage. This one would probably rip if I ran into anything. But this one's like lighter, more airy. The other ones are more, I don't know, for show, I guess. They're nice, and I use them for work and stuff, like if I do any projects, but typically I wear this one because it's just my favorite. So, what's everybody gonna be for Halloween? Leave it in the comments, huh? You know, I think I'm up to like 20 subscribers now, so, I mean, I've been a YouTuber for 3 years or something. Granted, my type of content and my connections, I kind of expected to be hitting about 100 maybe, but I never really knew either way. Didn't really care. I really didn't start this for your approval. It's more of a way to keep my sanity. Having people respect me and follow me is nice, but there's not much to really follow. So it's a little late this year, but I was thinking if the bar has the party they have, I was thinking about going as a drunken boxer. I have a really cool bamboo staff, and I was gonna get a gourd and fill it with like real wine, so I could actually drink, and you know it'd be fine. And I was gonna do the drunken boxing thing. I'm not a martial artist. Something just crashed in the woods, huh? I'm not a martial artist, and I'm not really big into conflict or confrontation, but I know a thing or two. Not that it would matter for a Halloween costume, but I mean, it wouldn't be a crazy stretch of the imagination for me to be a drunken boxer. I mean, I'd probably have to do a lot more training, but hey, it is what it is. I was thinking about getting an old white mop head and use it for like long stringy hair and get a fake beard, or somehow dye mine white temporarily, hopefully, and do that. But I don't know. Like, it just came to mind. I was like, I could probably throw together a pretty good drunken boxer costume with what I got. But I want to dry my own gourd and make a gourd drinking vessel for wine. I think that'd be kind of cool. I could do a clay terracotta thing, and it would be quicker and probably better, more viable. But I kind of don't know where to start. Like, I've done clay work before, but to actually get clay, it'd be kind of a pain, and I don't want to buy it because it's really expensive dirt. To be honest, it's kind of a lot to spend on dirt that I can make. So I don't know. I might go the drunken boxer route. I'll probably just wear this because it's what I do. But I mean, being me is a Halloween costume already. Like, I don't know who I am anymore, so going as me, I might as well be in costume. Plus, I was thinking about doing like some baggy pants and like an open tan vest kind of thing for the drunken boxer thing. Maybe get some cool necklace or something to pull it together. But I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could. It's probably gonna be kind of cold to go basically shirtless. So, and I'm still a little gooey in the middle, so I don't take my shirt off as much anymore. Maybe if I did more walking and less drinking, I can get my 6 or 4-pack back. I can't say 6-pack. I never actually had a 6-pack. That's close. Real close. No. I'd rather be healthy and happy than look good. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff you guys see, like people on television or magazines and crap, how they have that Barbie doll-esque or Ken doll persona, it's all fake. Like, can you achieve it? If you have a personal trainer, strict diet, yeah, you can. Good dermatologist, lots of money, yeah, you can look good. But I mean, I'm fairly happy with my outward appearance, for the most part. I mean, there are things I would change, of course, but I have more scars than I'd like to have, and wouldn't kill me to probably gain about 10 pounds in muscle, but the way my metabolism is, that's a full-time job. I have to eat nothing but meat and vegetables and work out all the time, and I've done it before. I mean, it looked like you could probably hit me with a car, you'd probably break your car, but and then I just stopped. And when I was digging up the yard and doing the gardening and stuff, I started getting a little bit of my bulk back, but I don't think I'll ever be the same, not without actually starting a regimen again. It is what it is. Like I said, most of the stuff you see, and it always kind of seems like, I'm not trying to stereotype, but it always kind of seems that, you know, the better looking somebody is, the worse kind of person they are, like on the inside. Like, it's not every case, but it seems like, you know, the better you look, especially if you're a female, you get a lot more stuff just handed to you, so you don't learn respect like a person that actually has to, you know, work for it. Which is, like I said, I don't want to like stereotype, because I met some really attractive girls and guys that were nice as well. So I mean, I'm not really stereotyping. I'm just saying more often than not. You know, people will, if you don't look or act a certain way, people just seem to walk right by you, and you know, it's like you don't exist. And it's kind of depressing, because, you know, everybody's a person. Everybody deals with the life of the manipulation, the roles, restrictions, societal pressures. Like, unless you're a recluse, you kind of have to deal with it. So it's kind of sad. It's like when I had a slight scare of actually going to prison, I always thought about it like, you know, I saw these movies and all these stories, and I heard, like, you know, people are horrible to you, and, you know, I'm like, I never understood it. It's like my situation now. For no matter how you want to look at it, I'm basically stuck here. If you're in jail, you're basically stuck there. Like, if you're stuck in that environment with other people stuck in that environment, yeah, you're gonna be miserable, but why make it harder for each other if you're all in the same boat? You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not saying you gotta be best friends. I'm not saying y'all gotta pal around and wear matching scarves. But, I mean, like, why purposely make things more difficult for people that are going through the same hell you are? Or worse. It just always, I don't know, it always bothered me. I never worried about it too much. Like, as bad as it sounds, as far as prison's concerned, I think I'd probably fit in pretty good. Because I'm like, I don't know, I'm a pretty chill, copacetic kind of person. I mean, it would take somebody to purposely try to get under my skin for me to cause an issue. So, if something like that ever actually occurred, I don't think I would fare too bad, but I'm not too anxious to find out. I'm not entirely sure how we got on the topic of prison. I think it was just, you know, train of thought, you know. I try not to look at the world as it's black and white. Like, just because something drives a point across over and over doesn't mean that's the truth. Like, it's like society drives you to have higher expectations of other people if you're in a certain class. But if you're in a lower class, they drive you to have less expectations for other people and more expectations for yourself. And it's just like, I kind of view it as like New Age indentured slavery, indentured servitude. Instead of it being male, female, black, white, it's who your family is, how much money you make, a popularity contest. Now, if you're not, like I kind of view myself somewhere kind of close to like the middle. I'm not rich. I'm definitely not rich. I don't have a lot of money. I never really did. But some of my other attributes gives me a bit of an edge on being slightly more popular. So, I'm not popular either, trust me, especially now. But before a bunch of junk happened, I started getting pretty popular, and it was alright. I mean, I could take it or leave it. Like, I want people to see me for who I am, and see me for how I think of things, see me for the way I pursue to solve a problem, rather than how much money I make or who my daddy is. You know? If that makes sense. I think humanity, knowledge, I think humanity and knowledge should be held higher than pretty much anything else. Like, how you interact with other people, how you show respect and view all other people, and how much you know and how much you have that drive for knowledge should determine your status on the social ladder. In my opinion, it should be more of like, this guy is smart, he's kind, he does what he can when he can to try to make things better for anybody and anything that crosses paths with him. Not, dude, that guy drives a Ferrari and has, Jennifer Love Hewitt as a girlfriend, so he's got to be awesome, and he's really a piece of garbage. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm ranting. I'm getting onto something I'm getting onto another one of those topics that I could probably complain about forever. I'm gonna call this here. I'm gonna take a nice long walk, finish my drink, contemplate carrying that 40-pound brick of torture another 3/4 of a mile, and get back to you guys with a Halloween video. More than likely, that should be the next video no matter what. I'm kind of really just trying to wait till I get the house to myself to be able to execute my plan accordingly with minimal editing. I actually have a pretty good thought of how I'm going to do it, so it should be fairly smooth. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be kind of dumb, and it's really nothing too spectacular, but it should be a full-length video, and it should be unique, and that's kind of, and it's something I want to do. So it's kind of, it's kind of just gonna work out. So yeah, all right. Anybody watches this, I want to know what you're gonna be for Halloween, so I can, I don't know, pick you out in the crowd. I don't know. Just no, leave it in the comments what you're gonna be for Halloween. If you're too old to go trick or treating like I am, it doesn't mean you can't dress up and have a good time. I mean, I'm probably going to go out. I might not dress up. I might not. But I'm definitely going to go out, see the sights, and enjoy the nostalgia of the evening. Other than that, yeah, leave a comment. Interact. Catch you next time.